Ladies and gentlemen, digital investors, we have done it. XRP, it's not showing it here, but we hit 60 cents per XRP earlier today. Right now, sitting just under that at 59 cents. We were above, I think we're all the way up to 61, 62 cents. I want to point out that XRP is up 37% on the 24-hour, and it is up 108% on the week. We also have Stellar doing amazing things, up 13% in the last hour, 43% in the last 24 hours, and 78% in the past 7 days. As you can see, we also have Horizon, Nano, Status, Algorand, Vitae. BAT is also doing some great things today, as well as VeChain. VeChain pushing back up to 1.5 cents, up 40% on the week and 16% on the day. We also have some crazy news coming out today. This is what we'll go over first. It's coming out of Forbes. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple's XRP, Litecoin, and Chainlink could be heading into their biggest week ever, and I'll tell you what, it's never sounded more believable based off of where prices are today. Everything seems bullish. Everybody is making money, and that's one of the great times in the crypto space where it's like everybody's buying and everybody's making money and everybody's happy, and I just love to see it. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show and you want to show some support, a like helps immensely with the YouTube algorithm picking this up and showing it to more people. And with that said, we are just going to drop right into it. Make sure you stick to the end of the video for this one because we have some really awesome stuff to go over. So Bitcoin has sent the cryptocurrency market soaring in recent weeks, with the total value of the world's combined cryptos adding an eye-watering 150 billion since the beginning of November. Now, as traders debate exactly how far this bull market has to run, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community are gearing up for a pre-Thanksgiving surge and may get a boost from the US Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank. Bitcoin's 2020 bull run is so far thought to be more institutionally driven than its 2017 retail boom. And guys, we can kind of verify that if you go to Google Trends. Maybe I'll show it to you guys a little bit later in this video, but if you go to Google Trends, search in the search term Bitcoin, and you will see that there are not many people searching up the search term Bitcoin. It is nowhere near the levels from 2017. So that poses the question of, where is this money coming from? If it's not coming from average Joes like me and you, somebody has to be pouring money into this space, and we can actually directly, somewhat directly track that straight to institutions, because they're literally telling us they're buying. If you look at MicroStrategy, look at Grayscale, look at people like Michael Saylor, Mike Novogratz, these huge names, these huge guys who are straight up disclosing the amounts of Bitcoin that they're buying. Even PayPal. We'll also go over later in the video. I wasn't going to show you guys this, but we'll also go over this. A poker site is buying $100 million of Bitcoin every month to pay players in Bitcoin. Okay, so this is not retail money coming in. This is big money coming in. So continuing on, when global Bitcoin mania pushed the Bitcoin price to all-time highs of around $20,000, only for it to crash back to around $3,000 in 2018, but that retail demand could be just around the corner. Bitcoin has developed its reputation as digital gold this year, finding support from Wall Street and some big name investors as central banks rev up their money printers in response to the pandemic and lockdowns put in place to contain it. Also remember, guys, that when everybody was getting those stimulus checks, Coinbase was also reporting that they were seeing buys of $1,200. So kind of pointing to the fact that people are taking their stimulus check money and they were putting it into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So if stimulus continues to go out, these people and more people, as Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole start to, take up more space in people's minds, we can kind of expect that people will be taking their stimulus checks and putting these into cryptocurrencies again. So this week, investors in the US and Europe will get a clearer picture of how seriously the US Fed and ECB are considering providing further stimulus in response to the surging pandemic cases around the world. Elsewhere, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market was last month set to alight by the news payments giant PayPal would roll out Bitcoin buying and spending services to its near 350 million users, giving many Bitcoin developers and supporters long-sought validation. PayPal also increased their limits. They started them off at $10,000 per week you could put into cryptocurrency. They raised it to $15,000, and now, as of right now, they have raised it and it's sitting at $20,000. So you can invest $20,000 of your fiat US dollars into cryptocurrency through PayPal to buy, sell, and shop. So for 10 years, arguments against Bitcoin have been the same, and yet Bitcoin has continued to grow its user base, infrastructure, and value. Despite the naysayers, Danny Scott, the chief executive of Coin Corner, said in an email to legendary investor Ray Dalio recent Twitter thread on his problems with Bitcoin, "I feel that we're almost at the point where the requirement for proof is on the skeptics as to why Bitcoin won't work rather than throw empty, uneducated arguments out." Scott said, adding that Bitcoin has been the best performing asset this year, not to mention the best performing asset of the last decade. Stats speak louder than words here. And keep in mind, guys, this is an article published by Forbes, and we know how big of a market Forbes has. So I'm sure there's a lot of people reading this article, and it's putting into all of their minds Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and Chainlink. Right? So not only just Bitcoin, but also the altcoins. This is going to be getting a lot of exposure to people. Also, for those of you that missed this, more institutions are buying Bitcoin, says JP Morgan analysts. The Friday report written by Nicholas, Mika, and Enkosh, they said institutional investors are looking at Bitcoin as a long-term investment. As proof, they cited the growing size in Q4 of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, whose customers are mostly institutional. And yeah, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust has been growing exponentially, but also remember that Grayscale has more than just a Bitcoin trust. They have many trusts, including XRP, including Ethereum, including Zcash, and a decent amount of others. In Q3, retail customers bought 1.6 billion worth of Bitcoin using Square's Cash App, some 3 times more than what was invested in Grayscale's Bitcoin product. So that is absolutely insane. This quarter, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is at 3 times its Q3 numbers, and there is no data at present for Square's customers' Bitcoin buys. I'm sure we'll get some data in the coming weeks or months for that, hopefully sooner. JP Morgan also speculates Bitcoin's failure to revert to its mean price in recent weeks is a sign that momentum traders such as CTAs have had a shrinking role in the market relative to institutions. And remember, yesterday on this video, if you guys did not see this video, I highly recommend you go and check it out. JP Morgan also retracted their statement, and they reinstated their forecast for Bitcoin, predicting a $140,000 Bitcoin price by the end of the next bull run. Which is, contradictory to what Jamie Dimon says, but, we know how this game is played. We know how these guys work. They say one thing and do the exact opposite. Also, some big news for Ripple. Ripple officially adds Bank of America as top RippleNet member on their website. So a straight up confirmation. Yes, you don't have to speculate anymore. You don't have to go through any riddles. Ripple is straight up telling us Ripple blockchain behemoth has now officially added Bank of America to the list of top RippleNet members on its website. One of the largest banks in the US and one with a great impact on the financial industry, Bank of America has shown several times this year that it was either testing or already using some of Ripple's products. During the annual Swell conference hosted by Ripple, which took place online this year, BoA, Bank of America, demonstrated the use of Ripple's Xcurrent product. And Xcurrent, for those of you who don't know, is now ODL. So if you go to the Ripple website, there is no more Xcurrent, Xrapid, and Xvia. All of those products are wrapped up into one flagship product known as ODL, or on-demand liquidity. Earlier still in 2019, the bank filed a patent to register a blockchain-based product called Ripple. So pretty interesting, right, guys? Ripple stated that Bank of America had been its customer since as early as 2016. However, only now has this information been added to the Ripple's website, and BoA stands next to other large RippleNet members like Santander and Neum. So guys, it's always nice to go from speculating on potential partnerships to verifiable partnerships, right? Where Ripple just straight up tells us, and that's what we're getting here today. We're getting a straight up yes, BoA is a member of Ripple, or sorry, they are a partner in working with Ripple. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, if you could do me a favor and tap the like button, it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm to pick this up and show it to more people. And also subscribe and hit the bell. I produce a video like this daily. So if you're in a cryptocurrency, every single day we go over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in the crypto space to try to keep you up to date. So if you subscribe and hit the bell, YouTube will notify you every single time I put up a video, and you won't have to keep searching me up and searching up my daily video. Also, keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. We are just documenting the crypto news. Prices for today, I already showed you guys our top gainers, so let's go to everything else. So you have Bitcoin at $18,420, Ethereum on an absolute rip at $613. XRP has punched back above 59 cents. We are sitting at 60 cents, and look at that 7-day trend. It looks absolutely beautiful. Chainlink at $15, Litecoin at 89, Bcash is above 300, a $337 Bcash. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. I just want to know how the digital investor family thinks about it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a bigger holding in Bitcoin or a bigger holding in Bitcoin Cash, and why? I'd love to see your answers. Polkadot is sitting at just under $6. We are 2 cents away from $6. Cardano is also breaking out. We are at 16.8 cents for Cardano. I know a lot of you guys are hodling Cardano, so congratulations to you guys. And all these coins are up for the most part, right? Even Stellar is up. It's pumping as we speak. And if you look at this trend, the 7-day trend here, it is basically in a straight line up, and we are sitting at 15 cents. I could go on and on and on, but basically, in short, all of you guys are making money today. So congratulations. Today is a great day. Your fear and greed index is at 88. Yesterday we were at 90, so we were in extreme greed. And I know a lot of you guys are like, what the heck? We're in extreme greed. The RSIs are high. How come we're still pumping? How come we're, why aren't we consolidating yet? And the answer is that cryptos just don't care. Once this money comes in and once the bull run starts, technical analysis on cryptocurrencies basically goes out the window, right? And this is, keep in mind, just the beginning, right? This is the cusp of what is to come. We have another 1, 2, possibly 3 years of upwards price action from here. The hard part, I think, is going to be holding, right? I think a lot of people thought the hardest part of this was the bear market. Try holding cryptocurrencies through a bull market without selling until you hit your targets of the top. We also, for those of you who missed this, PayPal CEO Schulman says he's bullish on Bitcoin as a currency. He said, I think that there will be more and more use cases for cryptocurrencies that make Bitcoin more widely accepted, more stable, and probably more valuable over time. And guys, think about who's saying this. It's not some random person off the street. I mean, this is the CEO of PayPal, and PayPal just listed cryptocurrencies for them to buy through them, right? They are basically putting on the on-ramps for mass adoptions, putting on the on-ramps for more people to get into the crypto space. And they're basically saying that they are confident in Bitcoin as a currency. I mean, this is mind-blowing stuff. And what is everybody doing? They're distracted, right? Distracted by elections, distracted by video games, distracted by whatever it is that people do. I just can't believe the amount of people that are missing out on this, basically, I would say, once in a lifetime opportunity. So PayPal will begin allowing users to transact with crypto as a funding instrument across 28 million businesses early next year. Okay, I'm going to say that again. PayPal will begin allowing users to transact with crypto as a funding instrument across 28 million businesses early next year. Schulman said central bank digital currency is a global inevitability. A global inevitability for CBDCs. As that happens, he says, you'll have more and more utility happen with cryptocurrencies. And one of the biggest things that we've been talking about is the utility bull run, right? Everything you're seeing now is institutional speculation. We also have some retail coming in, but as we know, you search the search term Bitcoin in Google Trends, and you will see that not much retail is in. In my opinion, we are seeing institutional speculation. Once utility kicks in, I think we're going to see a bull run, the likes of which we have never seen before. Also, for those of you guys who are still holding your cryptocurrency on exchanges, it might be the time, while you're in the green, invest into a cold storage wallet so you can have the ability to move your crypto, become your own bank, and not be a reliance on an exchange, not have to worry about whether or not that exchange gets hacked, but you hold your crypto, you own it, and you can move it whenever you like. If you would like to support the channel and you need a ledger, there is a link in the description where you can buy one. If you do buy one through that link, it does help support the channel, and I try to put the commission that I get back into the channel in some way, either upgrading a mic, upgrading the setup, whatever it is. I'm going to try to make the content better for you guys with the money that it does make, and I want to thank all of you who have went ahead and purchased through that link. I'm very thankful for that. And keep in mind, these are on sale, and I haven't confirmed it with them, but I do think they're going to be doing Black Friday sales. Those Black Friday sales might be available now. You can get a Ledger Nano X or a Ledger Nano S. They also have 2 2 packs. You get a backup pack, one of each. Family packs, all you can think of. They also have different colors. I have the black, it works great, but you have like lagoon blue, transparent. I think the transparent is awesome. But yeah, guys, definitely, you know, it doesn't have to be Ledger. I say this every time, it doesn't have to be Ledger. It could be any form of cold storage. There's multiple different options out there, but make sure you're getting something other than just hoping and wishing and praying and leaving it on an exchange, right? Just take the responsibility and move it off the exchanges and own your cryptocurrency. Also, Ethereum could target $850 once it breaks key resistance, claims analysts. Now, this is pretty crazy because Ethereum has been running pretty hard. So the cryptocurrency has posted massive gains over the past few days, with its recent break above $500 creating momentum that has accelerated ever since. Where it trends next will likely depend on its continued reaction to a key resistance level that sits just above where it is currently trading. If it breaks this level, he believes that a move up towards $850 could be imminent. One trader explained that Ethereum could soon rocket as high as $850 once it could move past one crucial level. He points to roughly $600 as the resistance to watch, with a break above here allowing for a parabolic rally to new post-2017 highs. And as you can see, guys, these are basically our resistance levels, right? They have a fib drawn out, and basically once we break about that $600 level, there's not much more resistance until we get to $800.50. Now maybe we'll find some resistance on the way, but on the macro, $850, if we break this level, is ultimately where we're going. At least that's according to this analyst. So take that as you will. The coming few days should provide investors with serious insight into where the entire market will trend in the near term, as Ethereum's price action should largely guide the altcoins. And that is relatively what we have seen, right? We have seen Bitcoin go first, and this is usually what happens is Bitcoin goes first, and then once Bitcoin cools down, whether that's a retracement, whether that's trading sideways, or again just cools down a little bit, we usually have Ethereum go, Ethereum being the leading indicator that the rest of the altcoins will pump. And now we have Stellar going, we have Cardano going. Basically what we have is we have a rotation from Bitcoin into Ethereum into the large caps, then that flows into the mid caps and then the micro caps, and it's like a cycle that constantly repeats itself. And the longer you stay in the space, the easier it will be for you to see that. It honestly just takes time. Again, the longer you're in this space, the easier and the more you're going to be able to understand these things. Also, PokerSite buys $100 million of Bitcoin every month to pay players in Bitcoin. A major online poker website has been buying millions of dollars of Bitcoin every day to meet demand from players wanting to cash out in Bitcoin. This amounts to 100 million in Bitcoin a month, as about 95% of players now demand payouts in the cryptocurrency. So again, think about that, guys. 95% of the players want payouts in cryptocurrency. And get this, right now, 90 to 95% of our payouts are people asking for Bitcoin because it's going up. We are constantly having to go out and buy Bitcoin, lots more than we've ever had to before. So yeah, guys, I think this is an indicator we are basically entering into the next paradigm shift, right? The next bull market. We can see a clear bottom on the charts. If you go and you look at the charts, you can see clear bottoms. And now you have to keep in mind, right? Before, I know a lot of people were waiting for a $1,000 Bitcoin, a $2,000 or $3,000 Bitcoin again, but there has been so much news that has come out. And one example that we can use is the PayPal news, right? Along the bull run, there is news that comes out that basically sends us into a new paradigm. And when those things come out, people perceive the value is different, right? It's going to be very, very hard for Bitcoin to go back down to $3,000 when we know that companies like PayPal are bullish on it, right? We even have the CEO, if we go back to this article here, the PayPal CEO says he's bullish on Bitcoin as a currency, right? So in people's minds, this changes the value that they perceive Bitcoin with. So you have to be mindful not to be caught up on a price, right? Bitcoin at $3,000, I don't think we're ever going to see that again, ever, right? That time to accumulate Bitcoin at around that price level is gone, right? Because back then we didn't have the CEO of PayPal bullish on Bitcoin. We didn't have PayPal actually allowing people to buy Bitcoin. We didn't have banks getting custodial services. We didn't have stimulus checks and all these other things that are leading up to what I would call the perfect storm. So with that said, guys, that is the video. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, you get a video like this daily. We cover Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in the crypto space. If you hit the bell, YouTube should notify you every single day when I upload, so you don't have to search up my channel and see the upload. Instead, you'll get a notification sent right to your phone, or you'll see it on your timeline, however it is that YouTube does it. If you guys could also drop the video a like before you leave, greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And if you want to stay tuned with me outside of YouTube when I'm not posting videos, the best place where you guys can reach me is on Twitter. It is at tdigitalinvest on Twitter. With that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all on the next video.